I have not hit the record button in 2 days. Those 2 days flew by. I forgot my camera at work, and I was on a streak where I was posting every single day on YouTube, and now the streak has broken. We just get back on the horse. I was upset that I forgot my camera at work. But here we are, man. I feel really good because I've been working really hard at work, and it is a job that does require hard work. And I like being engaged in something that is like challenging. And they have me working different positions. I work as a barback, a host, and like expo for like food running and stuff like that. And like busser, it's it's a huge team environment where we're all like just like assuming the role of like, hey, we're here to like help each other out. And I get this like really strong sense of team and unity. Yeah, man, people are really nice, dude. It's a tribe. It really is a tribe. And I have respect, a lot of respect for the leader, my manager. She is a she's a strong person. She's a very strong person. She's very beautiful, and she has like a backbone. Like at the comedy store in Hollywood, Mitzi Shore used to run it, and Mitzi was responsible for putting people on stage, and she is a comedy icon, and she was the backbone of the comedy store. And I feel like my manager is the backbone of this restaurant. I feel like she has a personality that I would imagine Mitzi had. Yeah. So it's cool, man, and I feel like my work is appreciated, and I really like the area that I'm in cuz I'm in the downtown area of the city that I'm in, and this place, the city that I work in has a lot more white women, which are my type. And bro, I apparently was not seeing enough white women, bro, because like I've been so happy just walking around and just like, oh my god, look how many white women there are. Like, whoa. I have a friend of mine who is German, and he just fucking loves Latinas. Like, Latinas are what he lives for. And he lives in London. Not too many Latinas in London. And he's currently in Miami right now. And I just know he is happy on levels that rival Michael Jordan winning his first championship. And I feel like I have been placed exactly where I want to be when it comes to me reaching my goals, which is just all about women, bro. It's all I care about. I just care about getting bitches, bro. Like, that's what I want. That's all I want. I don't I care about money to the extent that it helps me get what I want creatively, and enough to where I feel like I can live a lifestyle that isn't limited by money. And it doesn't take much, man. Like, I got jujitsu, I have this vlogging, and then like books and stuff like that. Um, I feel like I live a relatively low cost life. But yeah, man, I want bitches, bro. That's what I want. I don't mean that like in a fucking like derogatory way. I just mean it how I say it in my head. Like I want bitches, white ones. So I've been having a lot of fun, dude, and I've just been so nervous too. Like, do I get so nervous? They're so beautiful, bro. Ridiculously beautiful. Like, wow. Like take your breath away beautiful. Just like even even like a white 6 is like a 8 to me. Like she's all right, but she's also like really beautiful. And my brain's just like bing 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 bing. Yes, 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 yes. It's like yes, yes, yes. Oh man. I've been expending a lot of energy, bro. It's you know, I've been clocking in like 10 to 11,000 steps per shift. And that is actually wild to think because it's a small restaurant, bro. What I like about it is it's very intimate inside and out. It's the smallest restaurant that I've worked at, but like I am on the fucking go all of the fucking time. Let's see how much is 11,000 steps. 11,000 steps in miles is 6.8 miles, bro. You're telling me that I walk almost 7 miles a shift? That is nuts. Given how small the restaurant is. The restaurant is very small. And it's cool, man. There's a huge landmark that is in the city that I'm in, where people a lot of people go take pictures and a lot of people like know about. And like my restaurant is right there. Yeah, dude. It's a cool spot, bro. I work at a really fucking cool spot. Like a really fucking cool spot. Really intimate. I enjoy it, dude. Like my coworkers as well, like really appreciate me, and the culture is like it's like relaxed. It's a mom and pop place. It's not really corporate. Uh, yeah, that's really cool, dude. That's really cool. I enjoy it, dude. They really seem to enjoy me as well. I wasn't planning on showing them my book really anytime soon, but I couldn't help but show them the second day I worked. And uh, there are people who fucking loved it, man. Fucking loved it. It's cool, dude. Uh, Today I walked in and there's another light skinned black guy that I work with, and everybody's been telling him how much they love me more than him. They talk mad shit to him. It's so funny. So when I came into work, my whole team was chanting my name. I didn't know what was happening. All of a sudden, they're just all just like Greg, 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 and like I didn't know why they were cheering, so I put my arms up in the air. I was like, yeah. And there was a lady behind the bar was like, why are they cheering? I'm like, I don't know. Like she's like, did you get baptized? I was like, yeah. She's like, congrats. And I'm like, did she really think I got baptized, bro? Like I did not get baptized. I said, yeah, I got baptized by the Spirit or something. I forgot what I said. Um, yeah, it's a cool spot, bro. It's cool. I'm settling in and just getting used to my new life, bro. It is scary because I don't know what the future holds. All I know is right now feels good. But damn, bro, let's you know, there's a mentor I have. Her tagline for her business is different is better than better. And I'll show you the post I saw. It was actually really good. She's a um, Hall of Fame public speaker. I think she gets paid like $25,000 per keynote speech that she gives. Okay, here we go. Question, and I want to bring on the answer for you. This is the question I'm going to be asking you. My favorite thing about me that makes me different is we're going to go to our live chat. Ready? 3, 2. Okay. Yeah. That was it. Just we don't need to know what the live chat said because their answers don't matter. But not only do they matter, they can be harmful because we don't want to plant somebody else's like ideas in our head about what makes us different. Like that answer must come from within. And I sat and I thought about that for like 30 seconds. And the answer that came to mind was not what I expected to come to my mind. I said, what I love the most about myself that makes me different is my courageousness. I am the most courageous person I know. I don't know. I think there's one other person, a mentor of mine, who's more courageous than I am. But I think I'm very courageous. The things that I've done require a lot of courage. And also, I've been very real on my social media, and that's courageous. And I signed up for a jujitsu competition, and that's courageous. And where I'm at right now, I feel is very courageous because, yeah, I could be like, okay, it's time for me to utilize like my sales knowledge and my marketing knowledge and all of this that I learned that I get I can't let that all be for nothing and let me use this in a ways to start making me money. Like I could do that, but I don't want to do that. I'm actually happy working at a restaurant, putting my focus towards having sex with women and like that be the only pretty much focus of my life. And of course, I'm going to still put some um, marketing behind the Real Nigga Bible. And yeah, the system for that is like, almost complete in terms of like, because I just want to run ads on X.com and just basically grow my book that way and just get it to the point. There's a CEO. He's the CEO of Hay House, and Hay House has been responsible for publishing a lot of like great books, like Dr. Joe Dispenza and like Joe Polish. There's a few other authors, um, big authors that published through Hay House. Anyway, I saw Joe Polish interview the CEO of Hay House in 2 years ago at the Genius Network annual event, and the guy's name is, I think it's Andy Reid, and Andy said that like the 10,000 book mark, like where the book, there's like 10,000 copies of the book out into the world, or like people have it, like that's enough of a push to like really have it just kind of spread organically and take a life of its own. And I think people, think about the book or talk about the book. However, I think getting it to the point where it's like, yeah, that 10,000 person mark is like what I'm really looking to like push towards. And I think giving it away for free gets it there much faster and easier. And yeah, because I'm giving it away for free anyway. You'd be surprised. I've given people who say they want the book, and it's like $7 and they still don't buy the book for whatever reason. It's to no fault of their own, and I don't carry any resentment. It's also my fault as well because I don't do enough like marketing to push it. I feel I know I can doing a lot better job, but at the same time I'm chilling because like I'm waiting to get paid and like kind of settle in so I can begin to put money towards the ads. So I'm really not tripping. Uh, but yeah, man, I think it's courageous. It's also courageous to like say what it is that I want on the internet like this, because I feel that I used to follow like this dating cult. Hold on, I got a little bit of dust on my camera screen. It's like dating cult, and one thing that I feel that they enforced in my brain, which I wish they didn't, but it is what it is. And they would say that it's weird to approach a woman, but also teach us about the importance of approaching women. But they would not necessarily that they would say that it's like, hey, it's really weird, but like they would mention it in their teachings that society has programmed us to believe this, that it's weird to approach a woman, but I don't think it's actually like I've done it many times and it's not actually weird. It's really appreciated. I think what we hear maybe is just like the few stories where like there's someone who was like really fucking creepy, that like, you know, I don't know. I have no clue, dude. I have no clue. But this thought was in my head for a long time. And like, oh, it's weird to approach them, but like, I want to talk to them, but like, I don't know what to say. And I'm like, dude, I just want to have fun, dude. I just want to fucking enjoy my life. Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen in the future, dog? But like, I feel it's like courageous to live like this in terms of I'm still living at home. I still have debts I gotta pay. And then, yeah, you can make the argument that, yeah, you're not doing the responsible thing. And I can see that 100%. I can see that 100%. But yeah, I do want to be more responsible as well. That was in my mind today. Like, hey, you should really start to like pay off your debts, bro. And um, yeah, like start doing that. Because if you're like, what if you're gonna do what you're doing, you can also budget to start paying some things back, because it does linger in my mind. I would like to have that cleared out of my mind. It's not pleasant to think about that, you know, but it's important. not fun. And that's like that's what sucks. I feel like because I'm very motivated by fun, and I don't want to do things that aren't fun. I feel really uncomfortable. Yeah, it's like a sensitive subject. I feel like inside for me, and I think about the opinions of others, specifically my older sister. Yeah, it's I've been making a more intentional effort to not be jailed by the need for her approval. Not the need, the want of her approval or the wanting of her approval. I'm never going to get it. And yeah, it's tough to come to terms with that, but it's the truth, man. It's the motherfucking truth, nigga. I'm just doing my best, bro. Day by day, figuring it out. I'm no expert in life. Um, there are no experts in life. I feel like we can get better at certain things. We learn certain tools to help us be able to navigate life a lot better. But there's nobody here on this earth that's perfect, and I'm not perfect by any means. I know I make dumbass decisions, and I know that there are ways in which I'm like fucking hurting my future. But for me, it's just accepting the decisions that I make in my life because I am the one who's making it, as opposed to making decisions about my life due to external pressures from other people because they want to see me live a certain way. No, like I am the person who has all decision making power here for me in my life. And I'm going to make the decisions that I want to make. And I feel good about those decisions because I'm the one who decided to make them. I'll deal with the fucking consequences. I'll deal with the consequences of me living the way that I want to live. I can accept those consequences. And it's crazy to think that like people put pressure on you like you're supposed to do something that you don't want to do, and it's a treat, some kind of reward to be able to do what you want. And I think that's really just comes from people who are miserable with their job because that's how they live and that's how they justify and that's what they believe the world is. And if I was them, I would think the same exact way. And I've had to undo a lot of that kind of programming of I can't enjoy my life. I have to I have to make certain decisions. So I don't know, man. People are trying to like push me towards a future that they put themselves in that has solved a very specific problem that I have not solved yet, which is financial stability. And, they come from a good place because, yeah, of course, you want to see someone that you love be financially stable and make decisions that are, where they're not going to end up being 35, 36, 44, 45, and not, have financial stability yet. But bro, I'm fucking 28 years old. And like I hear my older sister's voice in my head when I say that. Because I hear her say, well, you're not gonna be young forever. You can't how long are you gonna be able to use that excuse? And it's almost as if I'm arguing against the programming of like my older sister. And it's a battle that I win it, like with myself, because I feel like it is courageous for me to go against that. She's very a very influential person for me. I mean, she's my older sister, bro. She used to take me to school when I was a child, when I was in kindergarten. She is 12 years older than me. She was able to drive. She was 17. And she would take me to school. She did that for like years. And then we spent a lot of time together once I graduated high school, and I would go to her house like 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week for years, for many years. And she's always been there for me, you know? Always there to feed me and look out for me and listen to me and have conversation. And, we had some really good fucking like bonding moments in that kitchen. And just only recently, she has voiced what she thinks about my life. And it was very hurtful. And now I feel like conflicted because, like, wow, like here's someone that I loved and respected and admired my entire life. I don't want to make it seem like I'm a victim here by any means, as well, or like I'm pointing the finger or like woe is me or anything like that. I just want to state, like, I just want to state how I see it, to me, what I perceive the facts to be about the situation. And for her to be like a safe space where I felt like I was able to like be who it is I am, and I can share different philosophies and stuff like that, and she seemed like to really like receive it and listen to it with open ears. And for her to come crashing down on me as like hard as she did, in terms of sending me a video telling me like everything that she thinks I'm doing wrong with my life. Bro, it was a long video. It was several minutes long. And after about like 30 or 45 seconds into the video, I couldn't even handle it anymore. I was like, I see where the rest of this video is headed. And like, I only saw a little portion of it. And the things that she's saying that were wrong were things that were really important for me. That was like so hurtful, you know? Like, think about like the things that are most important to you, and the things that you're really proud about in your life, and you want to share that with this other person, yet they see it as something that is wrong. It's very hurtful. It's very hurtful, especially someone that I felt the way that I did. Just the relationship, the bond that we had, you know, my entire life. She was like a second mother to me in a sense. And she, I wouldn't have accomplished half of the things that I've been able to accomplish if it wasn't for her, bro. Like, she's made a massive positive impact in my life. I'm so grateful to her. She's looked out for me, and I get that she's trying to look out for me still, but like in the way she did it this time was just like hit me where it was most important, and that's where everything kind of crumbles, and it feels like a death in a sense of a relationship, because the question arises in terms of like, how long did you feel this way? I spent so much time with you, and we talked about these things for like years of my life. did you disapprove like the entire time? It's challenging, dog. It's super challenging. And I feel like I have to battle against that voice in my head when I'm going out and doing something that I want to do in my life, because everything she was listening that I did wrong were things that I wanted to do and things that were important for me. So like when somebody shames you over like what's really important for you, and something and someone really important to you, dude, the shame that I feel for going for what it is that I want. I do it anyway, but that doesn't mean that I don't feel shame around it. Like I shouldn't. Like I shouldn't be living how I live. Like it's wrong. And it worries me. I'm not yet strong enough. But still, I move ahead. Oh well. So like I haven't spoken to her lately, and like I feel like my family, they all talk about me behind my back. And so like I haven't been talking to them either cuz I'm like, y'all just going to make me feel bad for being who it is that I am. All they do is just claw at my confidence. And at a certain point, I'm just like, fuck that, bro. You aren't gonna keep clawing at my motherfucking confidence. You don't deserve you don't deserve my time. You're not allowed to keep making me feel like there's something wrong with me. You're not allowed. I don't need you to question my beliefs. I don't need you to do that. I don't need to have debates with you over who it is that I am. There's nothing that I can do that's going to get you to accept me. So, with that being said, I'm just going to be who the fuck it is that I am, because you're not going to accept me even if I was this version that you wish that I was. And even if I was that version they wished I was, I wouldn't fucking feel good about myself. And then I'd be at the mercy of their manipulation. And I would just live in that cycle for the rest of my life. So it's like, bro, I gotta stand on my own 2 feet. I gotta stand up for myself. and say enough is fucking enough, bro. You're no longer allowed to uh fucking judge me. And I would rather they talk about me behind my back than say it to my face, because I don't even want that fucking dense energy in my motherfucking life, bro. I'm glad they say it to each other. Don't say that shit to me, bro. I don't need it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to be part of it. I know you're going to keep doing it. Whatever. I can't control that. So yeah, it's been tough, man. It's been tough getting myself to open up when I feel like my own people's turned on me. It's like if they're turned on me, then the world's turned on me. Like my whole viewpoint of love is fucked up. So it's surprising to me when I get to work and these motherfuckers are chanting my name. It's crazy that in the last 4 days, four different people have reached out to me and said how much they appreciate my authenticity and my realness, even though, like, I mean, dude, it feels good, bro. It does feel good, but it's a little shocking because I'm just so used to the dense energy that I feel with my family who feel this way. And I feel like because they're so certain about their way of being, it feels like that's the filter upon which I view the world through. Like growing up, there was a lot of domestic violence in my household, and me be and it could and like the thing about it, like it can just happen just like that, boom, like out of nowhere, which is terrifying, and it sucks, bro. It sucks because what happened is I thought the world was like that, where violence can just erupt at any given moment, no matter where I'm at, no matter what I'm doing. I had to be on alert nonstop all of the time. And now, knowing jujitsu, it's helped me be less afraid. And now I get to reap the rewards of growing up in a household like that. The rewards being how present I am, my ability to communicate, being around, yeah, basically how to read the room without feeling a fear of, oh my God, what the fuck's gonna happen? Which I felt for so long. But like I take that feeling of like how I was before and I think about that now in terms of like the way that they are. I feel like that comes into my mind, and like that's how I view the world through them. Like, oh, this is how people are because I'm around that all the time. This is all I'm ever around mostly. Not feeling appreciated, you know? I love them, they love me, but love isn't enough. Love isn't enough. It's not that. You know what it is? Conditional love isn't enough. They love me conditionally. Yeah, that's better because I feel like raw, pure love, like unconditional love, is definitely enough. And my relationship with my best friend, man, it's the most beautiful relationship I've had. I mean, the most beautiful. Such a beautiful relationship. We grew so much together, so much, so much. Man, she was a ride or die, bro. Remember we were talking about um like because I had made the decision that I wanted to be single till I was 30, and then I was in Austin, Texas with her, and I had microdosed 5 days on, 2 days off during that month. And one of those days, like I started to really dive deep into why is it that I didn't feel enough with women, and it stemmed from my relationship with my mother. And I was telling my friend about this in the kitchen, and I was saying that I want like I wanted to get to like 30, or no, I think I said I wanted to get myself into like a better like position before I find a woman. And she said like, well, like why do you feel like you have to get to that better position? I'm like, oh yeah, because I feel like I don't know, they wouldn't want to be with me unless I'm in that position. And then she said, but look, we're struggling, and I'm with you. Wow, I'll never forget, bro. The last time I've seen my best friend, it was in August of 2022. She's still alive, and I'm about to leave London. It's like August 22nd or something like that. We're like 3 weeks into August, but we weren't getting along that whole month. That whole month, and it had everything to do with me. You know, it had everything to do with me. And I remember on my last day being there, we were still in a like our relationship wasn't good at the time, but she really pushed that we did something on the last day of me being out there. I didn't want to do anything, but she really fucking pushed for it. So we did this VR thing, and I didn't want to be there. I was moping the whole time, and we're on our way back. I was like, whatever about the time, I just wanted to get back, and I was still upset about whatever the fuck I was upset about. And we're waiting for the bus. It's in the evening, and it's like 10 p.m. My flight leaves at 6 a.m. the next day. She's listening to music, and I'm like, I gotta tell her that I want to step away from the business. I was like, I gotta tell her now. And I remember she's listening to music and she's kind of dancing. And I turn to my right and I say, "Hey, I gotta tell you, like, I'm thinking about, like, you know, leaving the business." And the bus pulls up and we get on, and the bus ride is a 15-minute bus ride. And we're talking about it. And she was so understanding, she was so nurturing, and she showed me love the entire time. And she was looking out for me. She was like, "Hey, you should at least wait, until there's a big milestone that we were marching towards in the business. So you should wait at least, it was basically like another 5 6 months or something like that." But I didn't want to, and we were just talking it through, and then we get off the bus together, and we're walking back to her place, and I grab her hand, and when I hold her hand, it warmed my entire body, and I was able to feel that it did for her as well. And I said, no matter what, we're still gonna be homies. And we both started crying. And then we get to her house and we go to the room that I was staying in and we hug and immediately just break down in like tears together. Just hugging each other, just crying, thinking about like the journey that we went on, the growth that we had, bro. It was just like boom, just like that, bro. A year went by of us traveling together, and this is it. The most beautiful relationship I've ever had. So yeah, I'm fine. I'm not necessarily looking for someone like that, but I feel like me being who it is that I am is going to attract that person, and I feel like me being who I am online is attracting those people. People are really responding to what it is that I'm saying online, which is really fucking cool, and I really appreciate it. And it's brought me closer to somebody else. So, a couple people actually. All right, yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much it, dude. Uh, I'm excited for what's to come. I don't know what's to come. I'm figuring it out as I go, bro. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna do a microdose and see where the day takes me.